Yo, what's going on, folks? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy CJ. We got my buddy Trends, yo. And welcome to the BKE Podcast. We just had our major relaunch. And again, we want to thank everybody for the support and the love and engaging with us throughout the years who was doing this. So glad to be back. Trends is so glad to have you back. What's been going on, brother?
Nothing, man. Work. You know what I'm saying? Sleep, work, sleep. Nothing too much, but it's good to be back. I miss you guys, man. I really miss the podcast. We got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about, a lot of things that was missed, man. We're going to try to keep everything, you know, going as we, just go through, the shows this new season. Like this new season is gonna be crazy. It's just a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on. That we are going to talk about because we ain't gonna miss anything. We're gonna come back to it. You know. So first thing first, I want to say shout out to everybody who has kept asking when are y'all gonna come back? When are y'all gonna bring this back? Man, it's been a while. It's been tough. I believe our last episode was back in December, and it's glad to be back. Um, we ain't gonna go nowhere, y'all. We are not going to go anywhere. We here to stay. All right. So let's get the things on and popping. Trends first thing first. Have you been watching any movies or shows lately?
I just went to see Sinners last week.
Ah,
Great movie. Great.
yeah. My lady, she went to see it and she was like, "Babe, you gotta see this." And I'm like, "Okay, all right." Looks a little wild, but I'm gonna go see it. I'm not gonna judge the book by its cover. And man, let me tell you something. That movie, whew,
Crazy, right?
whew. Hey, look, this might be some spoiler alerts, y'all. So if y'all watching this, look, I apologize. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But we
let's get
got
into it.
it's been a week. It's been a week. So first of all, shout out to Michael B. Jordan, man. Like it's hard to play a twin when you ain't got a twin. It's real hard. You know how much you got to interact with yourself. Like you gotta pretend like you're there. So that was just the whole crazy part about it, man. And he made it seem like, yo, it's two of them there, but it
Yeah.
ain't two of them. But it's two of them there. So I was like, yo, this is crazy. So hats off to him. But let's really get down to the nitty gritty of this movie. This movie was dated back into what 60s?
I believe
No,
so, yeah.
30s, 60s. Yeah, mm.
60s,
Let's say the
yeah.
30s.
I
We're
think I
gonna say the
understood.
30s, right?
Okay.
Okay.
One of
Yeah.
them
So it was
joints.
dated back in the '60s in the
Yeah.
South. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of them areas. Um, in the South, yeah, Mississippi.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So and the main character, the main character was this musician. Of course, he had a preacher daddy. The preacher daddy was saying, "Hey, you should be playing this music. You need to be in church." And he ain't want that in life, So he had his cousins, which was Michael B. Jordan. Um, what was it? Elijah and uh, it was Elijah and something. Uh, but however,
Mhm.
the you go ahead.
Who you was talking about?
The cousins. It was Elijah and what they call them? Shots or shooters or something like that.
Oh, Smoke and Stack or Stack and Smoke.
Yeah, yeah. Smoking stuff. Okay, yeah. So they wanted to open this juke joint. With this juke joint where they come and dance, drink, smoke and have fun. And it drew out vampires, right?
Yeah.
And these vampires gets drawn in from music, But however, the whole message of the story was the temptation. Temptation is a hell of a thing, man.
Mhm.
Even the greatest of people can get tempted. The thing is, you can't get tempted. And the end of the movie was crazy. 'Cause we thought, man, after everything you just been through, put that thing
I,
down, man.
he couldn't put it down. He was holding on to that thing. I was shocked because I'm thinking after all that, like you said, everything we've been through, all the crazy, he's still holding on to that
Everything
guitar,
we've been through,
playing that
still
devil's
holding on
music.
to that. I'm telling you. We gotta talk about, man, the scene
So
where uh, go ahead.
let me ask you a question. Did you
Uh-huh.
know like the whole vampire thing ahead of time? Because I went into it blindsided. I didn't watch any trailers. I had no idea what it was about at all. That was a nice surprise for me.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, my lady, she went to go see it before me, and so she kind of
Oh
like
man.
went into it, and stuff like that. And she was like, it's like vampires, but they weren't vampires. And I was like, how's that
Mhm.
vampires? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? They blood suckers.
Yeah.
But going to I gotta address the elephant in the room, man. Sammy got to do better, man. That man was eating sweaty, musty Buddha. I was like, come on, brother. She said, I ain't bathed and I just walked a mile.
He
Man,
said, I like it dirty.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah. My man was
Yeah,
sprung off that old, you know what I'm saying? My man, what? My man
that's
was
crazy.
sprung.
And she was married too.
Yeah, she was married, man. I was like, "Phew, mm, mm, mm." My man said, I don't care. Let me let me try some. And I was like, brother, he just said she walked 5 miles to
Mm.
get there and ain't bathed.
And that type of heat, it,
And
it
that
was
south heat,
ecstasy. Yeah,
that south heat,
it was
and I
seasoned
know that
up.
thing. That thing was seasoned and had a little funk to it. I'm 100% sure that thing had a little funk to it, man. Like
Most deaf.
I was like, man, I wonder how he just went into it like that, man. I was like, look, you got to put a little something to it, baby. Put a little something. Anything you gotta take a 10, 30 minute shower. But put a little soap
Oh,
to that thing. You know what I'm saying? Just a
a
little soap.
little wipe or something, wiping down, Yeah.
I'm saying, man, yo, it was crazy. The other thing that was crazy was the other scene when she had smoke in the back. She spit in the mouth, and I was like, "Come on!" I said, "Man,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I know a lot of people that saw that scene and they get down like that. That's
the,
something that they
the movie theater I was in when they did that, everybody was like, "Ooh, that's kinky." I said, "Kinky."
it,
Hey, look, man, look, I draw the line. I draw the line. Ain't nobody spitting in my mouth now. Ain't
that's
nobody
too
spitting in
much.
my mouth.
That's too
I
That,
much.
just I just hopped on. Well, I already knew what y'all was talking about. What's going on,
What's
fellas?
going on, brother? How you
What's
feeling,
up,
Steph?
man?
Good to
Look,
see
I
you,
told
Trends.
Steph, man. Good to see you, brother.
Appreciate it,
Man,
man.
We talking about sinners, man. He was
yes.
talking about how my man was sprung enough to eat some mustard season coochie, man. You know, he just said I walked 5 miles and I ain't bathed yet. I said, okay, I want to show you something.
She ain't say that. That
Bruh,
I,
bruh. She said she just got finished walking. Now, back in them days, when a chick tell you that she just got finished walking, they don't walk some miles now, man. They don't walk some miles up the road.
it was a small town.
Come on, you know our parents used to say, man, we had to walk 5 miles up the road to get to school. You know what I'm saying? They was trekking.
Hey, them niggas, they was putting a little sauce on it too. You know, they was capping.
It was hot out there.
Uh,
You know
but
that
it was hot too. I know
Tennessee.
that thing had some motor to it, man. I'm telling you, that thing had to have motor to it. I said, okay, I want to show you some. You found that button.
Hey, um, I don't think I ever want to lust over somebody that bad, bro.
This
It's
shit
too
ain't
much.
worth it, right? It's too much, right?
I'm good. I'm good, bro.
You, and you're not
Like,
gonna
geez,
spit no rope in my mouth.
yeah,
I
Oh
didn't
my
like that.
God, bro.
that was
That's
a
so
whole loogie.
nasty.
That was a whole look. I got disgusted. I ain't even want to drink my drink no more. I was that was a whole. It wasn't just no spit. That was a whole loogie.
Hey, that was white girl spit too. So you know it was nasty.
Had that little
Hey, yeah. Hey man, look.
that
I was
wet
like,
dog smell. Just
I was
dripping,
like, ugh. I was like,
just
ugh.
dripping into you. That's what killed
Ugh.
him. That's why he died.
It wasn't a bite. It wasn't a bite trend. Then she
Just
told me
stick
something you
to
want. Then she told me something you want some of it. I was like, do I want some of it? Man, look, man, you don't get on me. That thing was a whole look at it.
man.
It like had like a long drip to it too. I was like, man, that was nasty. Whew.
Man.
But overall, man, it was a hell of a movie, man. Like I was just saying earlier, like Michael B. Jordan made us believe like he had an actual twin, and I'm pretty sure like behind the scenes, it's like talking to himself. There's nobody there. You know what I'm saying? So to sell yourself having a twin like that, and they stood side by side for mostly the whole movie. So
Yeah.
that's just like made it amazing. Shout out to Michael B. Man. Shout out to Michael B.
I agree. Michael B impressed me so much that I forgot it was one nigga. I I seen Michael B. Jordan doing an interview with the girl who played Annie. I can't pronounce her name, and also the other love interest, Stack's love interest. I can't remember her real name, but I was like, there's a fourth person missing. Why they don't got the? I'm like, oh, never mind. Yeah. hmm
Now
And
you know what's
he,
crazy. The dynamic he played, like you could tell the difference between Smoke and Stack. It was very subtle, but
Right.
it was like, okay, Smoke is the hothead, or is it Stack? Stack is the hothead. He's a
yeah,
little, you know what I'm saying? Smoke is calm, you know what I'm saying? He was talking to old boy, telling him, you don't want to do this, go back to the church. You know what I'm saying? This is not the place for
hmm
you, whatever. So, seeing the difference between the both of them was really, really impressive.
right. And I, Trends, you have such a great take on that because the differences were nuanced. It wasn't like he was pretending to be a whole different person. Like it's like really twins. Like twins, they act different, but they have a lot of similarities. And he was hitting just enough nuances to where it's like, oh, this is Stack and this is Smoke, and like to the point where in my head, these are two different people now. This is
Yeah,
not Michael B. Jordan. This is
hmm
Smoke and Stack.
right.
That I have a new level of respect. He's really grown as an actor. This was my favorite film of him. This is this is one of my personal favorite movies, period. I don't know where I'll put it in like a top 25 list or whatever, but I really enjoyed this film.
Yeah, man. I really did enjoy the movie. And to be honest with you, I didn't think I would like the movie that much. Um, well, I ain't gonna say I didn't think I was gonna like the movie that much. I thought the movie was gonna be okay, but I didn't think that it would have such a meaning to this. Like the message of temptation and how anybody can get tempted if
Hmm.
what I'm saying, if you don't pay attention. And the whole thing of like we thought that he gonna live out happily ever after by himself and safe and sound, when evidently that wasn't the case. He ain't put down that.
So I'm going to go see it again. I apparently it's a second. It's two post credit scenes.
Yeah,
It is.
I stayed for the first one. I did not know it was a second one. I would have stayed for the second one,
Well, wait,
bro.
wait, whoa. Okay, so now I definitely
I
gotta go back.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I got
remember the first post. Post credits when he was at the bar,
right.
right? So there was the
Mm-hmm.
second one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
okay.
I did I did I missed it. I missed it.
I,
Walked right out.
I didn't see it either. Yet I didn't see it.
I had no
I
idea.
found out because the internet told me. You know, the internet, they don't play. They gonna tell you some stuff.
Wow, yeah, I had no idea. That's crazy. Wow, two post two post credit scenes. Okay. Hmm.
And you know what? It's
Uh,
funny because people in the theaters literally said, "All right, it ain't finna be no post credit scene. This ain't no Marvel movie." And then it was a post credit scene.
that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's I'm glad though. I'm glad because lets me know it could think that's it.
I'm glad you brought up the temptation thing because a lot of people are looking at this movie from a surface level and they're thinking vampires, white people, bad, black people, and it's like it's so much deeper than that. There's so much more. The
Yeah.
vampires, they had a really good, like I was kind of with them for a little bit. Dude was like, "Yo, if you come with us, we could all be free." You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on no. The dude was Irish. Remember the
So they say he
Klansmen?
went free.
Yeah, I was like, okay, he he talked a good game. I don't know. So that's what I think is so brilliant about it because it wasn't like evil versus good. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It was like, okay, I can understand both sides. You know what I'm saying, of the coin or whatever. And then the whole sinners
One of my
thing. Everybody's a sinner in the movie.
yeah yeah one of my favorite scenes of that whole movie was the music, the music scene, how they intertwine every culture, every culture from Asian to African to Hispanic
Hmm.
to American, hip hop to R&B, to Swahili. They went through different, parts of the country with the music scene, and that right there it was beautiful, and it's just to show, why, how how the vampires came in the first place. You know what I'm saying? They even said it in the beginning of the movie. Let me ask this: what was your most the funniest scene from that movie?
No, wasn't shit too funny.
I'll tell you mine. Yeah, I tell you mine. When what's the big fella from Ballers? When when he came back
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was like, you won't let me in, and she was like, nah, now damn well your big ass ain't got no problem knocking anybody else down to get in here. Go ahead, walk in.
The, that's the part. That's the part that made me want to see the movie. They had released that little 60-second encounter, whatever, and
Hmm.
when I seen it, he was like, she was like, "Why you won't just walk in?" He dancing around it like, "We got to be kind to one another." I was like, I gotta see this movie, bro. That's yeah.
Yeah, but want to tell you was the craziest part of that whole entire, like, I want to say maybe 10-minute scene was they thought the other guy that was knocked out was
Yeah.
was dead. So they sent him out. I was like, oh damn,
He
man,
woke
that's
up like
crazy.
he's like,
Hey, man, I ain't one of them, man.
Hey, bro, woke up and instantly knew he ain't know about no vampires or nothing, but he said, "Hey, it's some freaky shit going on out here, bro. Let me back in."
True black man. That's a true black reaction right there, man. I ain't lying. That's a true black reaction, man. Hey, man, look, there's something going on out here, man. You gotta let me in here. But he also had that little spit that they were that
Mhm.
nasty.
How did y'all feel about the was it Korean? The Korean lady? Was she Korean? Where she's just like, "Come in, motherfuckers." I was so mad at her. I understand, like he said he was gonna get her daughter and shit, but like
Man,
if
it's easy to say that when your family involved. Yeah, I'm like, I probably would have done the
yeah,
same thing. I ain't gonna hold you.
My only thing is this, right? Um, is if okay, just stick with me because it didn't logically make sense. So you're going to let them in to kill you to make it easier to go down there and kill your daughter.
I mean, when you put it like that,
because they wasn't ready. They were trying to get ready. You know, they had the little what do they have, like
And
state.
then she was like, they're trying to kill my daughter. How? They're in front of you. They
Right.
are out there literally having a whole musical number. When were they exactly supposed to be going? And they told you who they was there for.
Hmm.
If anything, I'd be like, hey, little Sammy, hey, bro, you got to go. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because once you invite them in, that's it,
nah,
and they ate
now
them up.
you giving up a dozen though, man.
Hey, you know, it's gonna be some casualties. You know,
That's crazy, man. Oh, man. He not tempted everybody. If I said it the right way. I don't know if I said it the right way.
I was
But
mad when they we talking spoilers, right? Because
yeah, hey look, it's been
when
a week.
when
You ain't
they
there yet. I don't know what to tell you.
when they killed Stack's wife or girlfriend, I forgot her name, but I really wanted her to survive. I thought she was gonna make it.
Nah, man. I figured she was going. I figured she was gonna be the one to die because it was like one of those things where you knew too much.
Mm,
Mm,
She's the
they
only
and
one.
I I'm still trying to figure out, and that's why I want another reason why I want to see it again. I'm trying to figure out why were they so upset when he killed her after they turned her?
yeah, right.
Cause Stack, the vampire Stack was like, why you gonna do that for? Like, what? I still like, what was the meaning behind that? And maybe because
Uh,
I hear rumors about a sequel, and I'm like, maybe I'll figure it out in the sequel. But like, I don't
she
know,
was the
man. That
witch, but not a witch, but she the one that know how to do the voodoo
the
and stuff.
voodoo, the roots,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
so she
Mm,
had a connection between the two worlds and stuff, the quote unquote the two worlds and stuff. So she was like, yeah. But the whole thing was about Sammy though. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people missed that as well. You know, they wanted Sammy because Sammy was the bridge between the two worlds
mhm.
with his music. That's how all this stuff happened. They wanted
Just
Sammy.
can't understand like how he could go through all that shit and still be holding on to. I mean, like you said, temptation. I'll be running to the church after I've seen some shit like that.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
now stick with me. So the movie's in the part he's supposed to be lifting the veil and tapping into the past, the ancestors, as well as the future. And that's when you see the cinematography with the dancers from
Hmm.
present in the different eras. My thing was this, like, okay, stick with me now. So when DJ Mustard is making them beats, do you think like the ancestors be tapped in or vampires like, yeah, let me get that? Like when Kendrick yells out mustard, you think it's like he's conjuring up spirits. You know what I'm saying? Is
Yeah,
this
That's a good way to think about it. You know, it's and that's why this movie's so good. It start making you think, about the type of message that it brings.
because nigga
And
was sea walking?
yeah,
yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah, absolutely. So that's why this movie was so good. It tapped into, like, the music business. Like, what does it entail? Selling your soul, all that good stuff.
Hmm.
And as I tell you, you go watch this movie, y'all. Make sure you pay attention. Pay attention,
Yeah, it's
because
gonna take
it's,
multiple.
it's easy. It's easy to get lost in the cinematography and
Oh
everything,
yeah,
and that cinematography aspect of it. But the message, the whole message of it, gotta pay attention. That's important.
absolutely.
Speaking of speaking of sinners, though, my man down bad. Yeah, my man is down bad. Shannon, Uncle Shay.
That audio, that audio is. It sounds like it's edited because you can hear the little drops, but even that little part sounds bad.
Niggas in fire. I'm like, bruh, all these women, all these women, middle aged women, all these women in the world, not even in the world, in your tax bracket, and you choose an OnlyFans chick. I can't even feel
19
bad.
years old.
Can't even feel bad for you, bro. Like, you even Monique tried to throw a shot at you. You know what I'm saying? In the interview, she shot her shot. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Look, get you a woman." But
No,
but
she wasn't shooting her shot. She said she knew somebody for him. She married,
oh yeah, that's right. She is married. Keep forgetting.
but
Got my mind.
but she's not wrong in its entirety, right? Because you've reached a certain level status, and it's like he doesn't get it yet. Like this is like the third incident that you don't get. You're not the guy who you was 3 years ago. Like, bro, you had a new status.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
you're the face of sports media. You can't be. You have to have some dick discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to vet the women that you're with. And the OnlyFans girl, come on, bro. You're not being smart. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. I know people got their freaky fantasies, the whole race play thing he doing, whatever, right? But sometimes, bro, it's not yo tip satisfying your flesh is not worth what it costs.
right.
Oh man, I and I don't. I'm gonna say this too. I don't know if he raped her, right? If he actually did rape her, bro, $50 million shouldn't be enough to keep this man on the streets. Then he need to be in somebody's prison. If that's really what you out here doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm so tired. Like
My thing,
because the thing about rapists is they don't act once. It's not like an isolated thing. That's a thing that they do. You are doing a disservice to other women by just trying to get money and letting it go. If he really out here doing this, bro, I don't care how much I like the nigga. He need to be in prison.
absolutely, absolutely. I do not disagree with you on that. Because I don't think he. Like, did you go out and talk to Shawty and try to pursue her? That I believe.
Hmm.
That I believe, 100%. Do I think he raped her? Absolutely not. He just don't strike me as a guy that will go out and just rape a 19-year-old just because. He don't strike me as that guy. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong, but he just don't strike me as that guy. But do he strike me as
So
the freaky frog that he is? Absolutely. Hey, look, look. Me and my lady, she was showing me some of the shows with him and Ocho Cinco, bruh. I'm like, yeah, this man is a whole freak. He a freaked out individual.
What's
Yeah,
crazy
gotta be
is
stopped. Yeah,
he said he met her 3 years ago. So
yeah.
if he met her 3 years ago and she's 19,
She
that's
was not she
uh,
was
No,
19 when they met. She's not
she's
19 no
19
more.
then, yeah.
oh, okay, okay,
She like
okay,
21, 22 right now. And they
okay.
said they met 3 years ago. And I'm like,
No, if that was the case,
she ain't even that
bro
attractive.
already be in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right.
I'm like, y'all not even that attractive. That
I'm
that be that be that'd be the craziest
this
thing for
probably
me though, with these rich niggas. Like,
this this is probably gonna get me canceled,
at least
right?
let her be attractive.
But I feel like white girls be having a ceiling about how good they can look. They can only look so good, right? It'd be like you see one, you see them all. They don't really be like, oh, this one really with it. But no, it'd be like eh, that might be a little racist.
Yeah.
You know what? Don't even worry. Let's take that off. Let's just take
I
that
get
out of
it.
here.
Nah, I I get it 100%. I'm with you. I'm with you, man.
And to
I
me, it's
don't.
like
I
that
just don't
Chinese. It's
know
like
what
that.
it is.
Oh my
I
god,
don't know what it is.
they got that Chinese effect to me, right? Where like y'all all kind of look alike, right? Like seriously, like what? Like the if you see like a supermodel of a white girl from 2025, she looked just like the supermodel white girl from a magazine in 2013. They all look alike.
The boob
Yeah.
jobs,
It's
blonde or
yeah,
brunette.
it's like a standard, and it's like y'all never break the mold. It's just like I gotta see some sisters, but hell, you know what I'm saying? Just but I ain't never seen a white girl like that. It's like this white girls. It's like I'm for real. It's like they got a ceiling on
You
how pretty they can be. Hmm?
ain't
Do
never
y'all
seen none.
No, I ain't never looked at no white girl and be like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. I ain't never said that.
You know
was
what?
Michelle white? 'Cause we don't know what she looked like. But when he dropped the video, when he dropped the video, because I'm thinking like, is it that maybe he didn't get no play with the sisters back then, and he just kind of
Mm,
gelled into the snow, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where he fit in, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. Or is it just, pure attraction? No, I
Well,
like him.
I'm it's too. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna quote Dr. Umar. He said, "The black girl called you ugly, and you want me to believe that the white girl said you were handsome. The black girl called you ugly, and you want me to believe that the white girl called you handsome."
now, hear me out though. Hear me out. Hear me out when I say this. Sometimes the black women say it out of spite.
Hmm?
Sometimes the black women say it out of spite. You know what I'm saying? Look,
No, he was saying.
I've been called ugly, before. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, really? Me? Ugly? I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe it. To my own horn or anything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm I'm ugly. Yeah, you gotta be lying.
And but but the other part of that is also like I've heard black women salivate over Shannon Sharp. Like I've read women in the comments talking about some damn he look good. So I'm like, I don't think there was a time where
Look,
he had it because he's always been
that was that tight
in
ass
great
turtle
he,
jumper
he
you got on.
he's he's always been in great shape his whole life.
Yeah,
So
he's
like
he's an ex football player.
so women have always been attracted to him. So this whole thing about black girls don't like me, that ain't really your narrative. Shannon, you kind of been that nigga for a long time, bro.
Well, he said that.
No, I'm just saying what like if that
Oh,
was in his head, like that's like, bro, you like, and then because you have black children, you have all black children, not like mixed children. You have black children. So you were dating black girls at one point.
Right.
mm, nigga kids.
I don't
So
know.
I mean, I
Hey,
just
this never happened when he dated the black girls. That we know.
Yeah.
so again, my thing is because my whole I don't really be hearing like these black celebrities when they get caught up. It's always like a young white chick. Always like a young white chick. Why? Why?
It depends what you mean by caught up.
Mhm. Yeah, point there.
Because Anthony Edwards, PJ Washington, you know, what's the
Yeah,
lady
Anthony
that had
Edwards.
what's the lady that had a baby with both Future,
Yeah,
Bow Wow, and some NFL player or something like that?
Sierra.
I
Sierra.
don't. No. It's another girl.
Another one.
But
Oh,
Sierra ain't got no baby with Bow Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
forgot her name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's just, man, it's ugly, man. It,
Yeah,
it's like
I
y'all,
mean
it's you know what their goal is, yet you do it anyway. It's like, what y'all on?
that's what I'm saying with the Anthony Edwards situation. I'm like, I mean, I get it. You paid your whole child support bill, and you say, "Look, get the fuck out of my face." I get it. I get it. But why y'all put yourself in the situation though? Zion,
Do
like
you
Zion is,
Zion.
I don't know. I don't know what this man was thinking or believe.
That remember what I said earlier about the satisfying your flesh? He probably was a fan of her porn and realized like, oh, I can actually reach out to her. Oh, she'll actually go for it. He living out a fantasy, and it again cost you more than you wanted to pay.
I mean, y'all was poorly built, poorly,
do you think this
poorly.
is gonna stick? Because Tony Bugsby, he doesn't really have a good reputation. So,
You talking about Saul Goodman? That,
but at the same time, Shannon is not making this easy. You
and
know,
we forgot like in the early 2000s, Shannon got caught up with a white girl again. Earlier, he got
Mm-hmm.
fired from CBS sexual assault.
Yep. So is this a trend?
oh
See what I did?
wow,
That's why I say I'm not quick to say Shannon Sharp didn't do this. I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I know him to be a freaky frog. You know
But
what I
that's
mean?
why.
Look like
Yeah,
one.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. If you did it, bro, hey, we need
Being
we
they
need we need to give you that R. Kelly treatment. We need to cancel you,
hmm
get you in jail. Damn a civil
but all
suit,
that
bro. You
R.
know,
Kelly, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't
right?
think.
Yeah, you already 60. I think what he's 60 now,
Yeah.
close to 60.
R. Kelly is
Man,
a different ball game. You know, yeah,
yeah.
you don't even drop it out of
So she at one point she agreed at one point it was a mutual relationship, but I guess he overstepped the lines or something. But hey,
there. Not
as a,
protecting him, but this is why famous people and NDAs.
Not just NDAs, because NDA is not going to keep you from a rape allegation. But
No,
you
I'm
gotta.
talking about the I said rap, rape allegation. I'm saying as far as like them trying to put salt on your name. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. I, man.
But this right here, I don't know. He down bad, man. And then you remove yourself from your company.
Well, that was mutual. They if he didn't do it, ESPN was gonna do it for him. So they were like, yeah, I think that's best. He told him I'm gonna step down for a while. They're like, yeah, I think that's best.
So you think that it's better? It was better for him to step down himself.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Um, because you can get to see how this plays out, and if it don't, if it comes out on the wrong end, ESPN wash their hands with it. He ain't been on the network in 4 or 5 months anyway.
Yeah.
Um, but if it does, I mean, even with Shannon Sharp right now going through what he's going through, podcast still popping. He was just doing nightcap last night. He just covered the draft, um, and that did well.
Right.
Just covered the draft on nightcap. So eh, that's where his money's really coming from. So that's where that $100 million deal. That's
Mm-hmm.
where that's where that comes from. His podcast. That's not coming from
ESPN and stuff.
ESPN. ESPN. He don't get
Yeah,
paid.
he just started
I ain't
winning,
gonna
so
say he
he
don't
can't
get
say
paid that
something
much.
like that.
Let me not cap talking about he don't get paid that much. That's a lie. But he just don't get paid $100 million from ESPN.
And freaky frog, man. Talking about freaky frog, you gotta talk about the other freaky frog.
At some point, we're gonna have to have a real conversation about why about this obsession with white women. Oh we done changed subjects. My bad. I ain't even see you
No,
flip
no,
the
no, no,
screen.
no. You good. You good. Um,
No, we can
to be honest with you, no, 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 no,
no we
no.
can
That's a good question, and I want to kind of touch on it because it's hold on, we cancel for this. It's easier.
hmm,
It's easier.
hmm.
It is. You can't.
I
You
don't know.
can't
Explain.
like. So there's not there. I think there's a larger percentage of you know white women who are easier, regardless of how much money. But if you're balling, you're in the game. There's no question about it. However, there's a lower percentage of black women. There's a lower percentage of black women that even though if you got this much money, they still ain't gonna go. There's a lower percentage of that between the black women and the white women. So and the white women know what they want. They know what they want. They know you balling. They know you got money, so they want the money. Once the money stop rolling, that out.
I don't know if it's easier. If I would say it was easier per se, I think it's more of a. I think it's more of a comfort in a weird way. You know, I don't know. They feel like
Comfort for what?
they feel like they'll be successful more as far as a relationship is concerned with a white woman because of the whole facade of them being easy. You know what I'm saying? And oh, you know, they don't care about how much money I make. They love me for me, which is not really true. Like there's white women that don't give a fuck about. I mean, there's white women that they don't care about you. They care about how much money you make. It's the same
Can,
thing,
can we just get that out the way, right? All women care to some degree.
right?
And I'm not saying women be gold diggers, but it just makes sense for a woman to be with a guy who has some type of provision, like a woman who she can have a child at any time, it's in your best interest to date somebody who can help you with that child. Like it, why
Hmm.
would you be with somebody who is a bill?
Broken
Like it,
relation.
you know what I'm saying? Like that just so it's so this whole notion about women don't care about these women, it's someone who only care about money. That's the issue. Like you know what I'm saying? Like having a standard that your man has a job or or can take care of himself or that's ain't nothing wrong with that. That it's just it's like I think part of it is because it I might get in trouble for this. Black men fetishize it and they it's like they know they're not supposed to be doing it. It's the excitement of doing something taboo.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you ever been snuck a girl in the house and you ain't want your mom to hear, and the whole rush of that thing that is so exciting because you ain't supposed to be doing it. You know you can get caught at any moment. Da, da, da. But I feel like that's the same thing they get when they date white women. Like I'm in this forbidden pussy.
And if you think about it,
I mean,
for the most part, you never see them in public. They always hide them. You know what I'm saying? They keep them until they get exposed, or I'm sick of you treating me like this, and then it comes out. You know
This
what
is
I'm saying?
bullshit, James.
I'm gonna tell everybody your
I know we're not scheduled to talk about this, but I don't know if y'all heard of that content creator named Conscious Lee.
I heard bits and
Mm.
pieces of it. Go ahead.
So Conscious Lee is a real pro black content creator. He makes really good videos. Not even gonna lie to you, I don't agree with everything he says, but who agrees with everybody on everything? So he has a lot of a lot of black following, and particularly a lot of black women. Not that he's make pandering videos for black women, but he does advocate for black women um in his videos. And it's not that he lied about having a white wife, but
He
he
never knew.
omitted it. He like nobody knew he had a white wife. Like you talk all this black shit and you got all this support from black women, and you probably would not have gotten that had you led with, yeah, I got a white wife. So a
Wow.
lot of women was looking at him, a lot of black women was looking at him different when they found out he had a white wife.
Because it kind of looks like he's pandering at this point, what I'm saying, to the black community.
So yeah, that's not cool. That's like that's like me saying, that's like me having a radio show, about all this health stuff, telling people to lose weight. I finally get on camera and you see me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what? Nigga. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? Like,
you hey, be like, you think this bad? You should have seen me last week. I've been,
I
I've
had
been
like
putting
four
in work.
CDK. I'm telling you, man, but oh man, that's crazy though. I mean, I had a whole white wife. Look, even my thing is, if you would have even been honest in the beginning, maybe people wouldn't have cared. Maybe people wouldn't have cared. But you got a whole white wife. There ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see. I hope I'm canceled. I just don't
So
see it.
it's not a crime. I don't.
No,
I'm not gonna hate a person for dating a white woman. It's just like I don't think you can. I don't think you can really talk that black talk
thank
if you
you,
go home to a white woman.
thank
That's all.
you.
Yeah.
That's my whole. Like I look at these guys, these athletes, and I see them with their white wives, and it's like you can hear how they talk, and I'm like, so is this how you sound with your wife, like on a regular? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, do you sound? Oh hey, yeah, this is my wife. Like, yeah, do you sound like that when you're with your wife and when you're not with your wife? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
and I don't know. It's just
hey,
certain
hey,
things you just can't say, you can't do anymore with your wife.
CJ, code switching for your own wife is crazy.
Really,
That's crazy, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, dear, I see you later. You gonna hang up with George, man? Let me tell you about this nigga here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga here, be like, man, are you allowed to say the word nigga and then yada yada?
No, they prefer it. They like that shit for whatever reason. They like when they white wife become man. I ain't even. You know what? It's a story. I'm gonna tell y'all off air.
All I'm
We'll
saying,
talk about it.
don't say that shit when we having sex because you probably about, oh yeah, I like it, nigga. Oh, got too much dip on your chip there, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, yeah, man, you get yeah. Now, in other words, this this was a shocker. I ain't gonna lie. Like I had to keep going back and read the headline to make sure I read with my own eyes about the headline. Kanye West tells the story about him giving his cousin head from a mill. And I'm like, hold on, that, that dude say what it says. And I'm like, wow, listen, I don't need to know what happened to you and your cousin back in the day. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know. I don't think the world need to know either. You take that up with your therapist. Take that up with your therapist. You know what I'm saying? That that right there, I haven't been right with Kanye since. At first, people was like, "Oh, I can't believe Kanye was doing this with his new girl, having out here naked." I'm like, "That's them. Let them live their life." Then this came out, I was like, "All right, now Kanye, all right. Some stories don't need to be told, brother. Some stories don't need to be told. You keep that to yourself." I don't know, man. This right here took me for a loop.
I mean, I can't see it being true because he's always been a little awkward. I don't know if that story had anything to do with it, with him coming up, but something about him was always off. You know what I'm saying? He always acted out a little bit, so maybe that has something to to do with it. He said he was giving his cousin head till the age of 14. That's a long ass time. Uh, that can fuck with your head. You know what I'm saying? Up until that point. But at the same time, I don't think he's I don't think he's telling people this for the reason he's trying to portray. I think he still wants attention. YG released a song a little bit about him being sexually abused by a woman when he was 14.
Mhm.
So to me, this sounds like Kanye trying to, follow the same patterns as YG so he could get a little bit of traction on his new music that's coming out. I hate to say that, but
Multiple apps. So,
Kanye makes it really hard to, you know, he just makes it hard for you to believe anything he says because he just spews a bunch of crazy shit. So I don't want to be insensitive, but it's Kanye, you know.
all right, let's hear your thoughts.
Hey, Trends, I want to say this, bro. I'm so glad to have you back, bro. Because for takes just like this, bro, you hit it on the head, bro. Like this is this is nonsense. This is nonsensical. It's for attention, bro. And I don't know what to do with this information.
Yay.
And I just be thinking about what the cousin, thinking right now, right? The cousin probably like, nah, he lying, y'all. Nah, nah, he made it up.
What if he's married though? That's my thing. Your cousin could be married to a whole woman with like 5 kids, and this is out, and you probably like, he ain't talking about me. This the wrong cousin, baby. He
He's
ain't talking
still
about
in
me. No,
prison
you know
too.
this relationship.
That coming out ain't gonna do him too well.
Oh, his cousin
Being
in
in prison.
prison.
Yeah, for life. Cause he killed a pregnant woman. He killed a pregnant woman. Kanye's whole
Oh
reason
well,
for releasing this song is that he feel like, this is Kanye's words. He feel like because
don't drop the
he
soap,
sucked his
homie.
because he sucked his cousin's pee up until he was 14, he think that caused him to, you know, I don't know, hate pregnant women, something like that. I don't know. It's crazy. But
I'm
he's
sure it
doing
makes
like,
sense. Yeah, I'm sure it makes sense to Kanye when Kanye said it. It don't make sense to nobody else. Um, uh, if y'all got more on this, man, I ain't got nothing for you, bro. This nigga crazy. I done checked out on bro.
Hey, look, I'm like, bruh. Now you say his cousin in prison. I'm like, oh, he probably got somebody has blew up in that joint right there. He probably, oh yeah, you like that too?
Hey,
it's messed
hey,
up, but
hey, his cousin in prison probably going back to his cell, got honey buns under his pillow. got, got got Debbie cakes and Swiss rolls under his cell.
Oh my god,
oh
man.
man.
I
Wow.
told y'all Kanye was my cousin, right? And then he was like, and then and now, like, man, nah, that ain't my real cousin.
For play. For play.
Yeah,
We not related.
for play.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That dude crazy. Yeah, I'm with you. Steph. I get. Okay. It's, it's terrible. I don't know, man. It's uh, the one thing that I do want to ask though is when you talk about like these like celebrities, Cat Williams. I don't care how people look at this guy. That man tried to tell everybody, yeah, ain't what they say they are. They ain't who they say they are. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the dominoes are just falling. Dominoes are just falling.
I think it's
I think
ironic,
that
you know,
go
Cat
ahead,
being
go ahead,
on
Steph.
Shannon Sharp. Oh my bad, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. My bad. It's on a delay,
I
my
was gonna
bad.
say I
Go ahead.
think it's ironic Cat being on the Shannon Sharp show and kinda, I don't want to say playing in his face, but he made a couple of comments that kind of alludes to what's going on with Shannon Sharp now. I feel like Cat was kind of talking to him
Yeah.
on
Mm-hmm.
the low, like, dude, you gotta
Yeah,
chill
away from
out
these
a
white
little
women.
bit.
He had two things that I say when he said all these big dick deviants will be revealed. and And he said, I love white women. They're as beautiful, they're as great as any other women, but I'm afraid of them. Because you can be King the Conqueror 1 minute and they take you down in 2 weekends.
Mm-hmm. They
Ooh.
ain't lying.
Damn. Yeah.
They ain't lying. Look at Jonathan Majors.
That's what he was talking about when he said
Uh,
Mhm.
it.
It's just that whole story. Shout out to Megan Good, man. You know, you can turn. Shout out to Megan Good, man. You can save that man life.
That nigga's life ain't need saving.
Hey, bro, his life was this close to being over as a celebrity.
All he had to do was stop bunny hopping.
Megan Good put that thing on him. He found that button. My man found that button.
Hey, why you brought that up? You seen a lot of people saying he should have been in that movie. They saying
Others.
they're like the way that nigga dressed, he don't even need wardrobe. He just show up.
Hey, look, y'all gonna leave Jonathan Majors alone now. All right? Leave my man alone, man. That's Kane. I gotta leave my man alone. I think he should have been in that movie, but again, it's like we don't need you close to no white woman right now. You good, brother. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep your weight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But again, that movie was amazing. Shout out to Haley Steinfeld. Uh,
We keep calling that woman white. I don't know if she white for real. Is she really white?
yeah, she's Haley
Is she mixed
Steinfeld.
race?
I don't know.
I think she's just white, but in the movie, she really played that role. Like I thought she was mixed. I think they did something with the makeup and the way she was talking, with the accent. I was like, she gotta have some black in her. But then I
Oh,
seen her do an interview and
mix.
she was pale,
Got a little bit of everything. She got a little bit of everything. You know, she's
thought she
Jewish,
mixed.
Filipino, Irish, Scottish, and German.
White,
Ah,
you know.
pretty much, pretty much. White on white, with a little bit of
Yeah,
Asian, a
tiny
little bit
bit.
of
Yeah.
little bit of spice.
Mayo flavored crackers.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, man. Wow. She got a little bit of everything. Yeah. But she's white. A little bit of Filipino. Just a little bit. A little bit of spice to it. But shout out to the what they were Korean. I ain't want to say Chinese. It's gonna be a little racist,
Well, ain't his name like Lee Young? Lee Long?
Leon, Hong Jong, Jong.
Elon.
It's something
Elon.
long. It's something Lee. I think it's Lee Long Lee. I don't know. I don't know his real name, but it's I I heard it say I heard his name. I heard people say his name a few times, so that's why. Yeah.
Oh, so they was Chinese.
Mhm.
Lee Jong Lee.
See.
His name was Lee Jong Lee. But shout out to them, sounded like some down south. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I hear a
And
little twang in that accent.
I do think one dope thing about Chinese people is when they go to certain places, a lot of times they assimilate to the area that they
Mm,
went to. Like you see you see Chinese people in America, they speak it's like if they're second generation, they speak fluent English.
yeah.
They speak Chinese
Yeah.
too, but they speak fluent English.
Hmm.
Like they speak English better than most Americans.
Right.
Um, and then if you see Chinese people in Jamaica, they speak patois. Like, and it's like not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not forced. Like that's genuinely how they talk. It's just weird because Chinese people all over the world, really.
Yeah, that's why I was just so fascinated because like I was like, okay, all right, I hear a little bit of nigga in your tone. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, go help your mama. Not mother, not not
Mama.
not not me, Jean. Go ahead, help your mama. I'm like, all right now, okay, Malaysian father, okay, I got you. Yeah, man. Again, shout out to the movie. Hey, Step,
Yes,
let me tell
sir.
you, playoffs have started. It's basketball. How you feeling so far? You're a Lakers fan, ain't you? You gotta be.
Yeah, I'm a Lakers fan. That's
Boy.
not why I was clapping. I'm just clapping because I'm excited. I'm the Lakers fan. Shoot, I ain't got nothing to clap for. We down 2-1. Uh, but the playoffs have been good, man. Teams have really been fighting, battling. Like you see the efforts there. You know, it's it's a lot of parity. You're not sure who's gonna win the championship. You're legit not sure. All the series have been competitive except for the Thunder Grizzlies. But hell, before got hurt, game 3, they was up by 27 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed this playoffs. How y'all feel?
Uh, for me, man, I love it, man. I really enjoy. Um, I really enjoy the playoffs. I'm a Celtics fan. Shout out. But I'm really enjoying like the playoffs. You starting to see that it's not just the regular crew, that advances. Everybody is fighting for a spot to advance. And you know, it's been nice so far, man. It's been nice. Um, we lost our first game yesterday. So now, um, just looking to just bounce back. We in Orlando, so we got to move on. But I got to ask you one thing though. What's up with your boy falling and peaking,
Huh?
LeBron? Act like he got hit. Fella. He said that. So
So I'm gonna say this. I think LeBron the GOAT. That's my guy. But that nigga is funny. That nigga will
yeah,
put on that
I'm
because
telling you.
the thing is he did get hit, but to do all that was so unnecessary.
He
Bro
was
was
like,
like,
oh. And then did the Kevin Hart grandma. With it. And she was like, take me, Jesus. Oh,
"Do y'all seen that comedian Mojo Brooks? I think his name. I think
oh
that's his
man, I
name.
love him. Oh
So
my
he
God.
he does this thing in his skits when he be like, "Man, I miss my grandma, man," and he looked to see if he got the sympathy.
Grandma.
That's what LeBron was doing, bro. I was like, this dude is out of control. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen, bro.
I'm glad you mentioned them, yo. Like, shout out to both of them guys. I really do, enjoy watching on social media. One of my favorite things, like when he hit that, don't touch me, unhand me, do not touch me. Oh man, Cedric Johnson too. He's another funny character. And don't get old. Yeah. What's happening here? Oh, my stomach bubbling.
So
But sure. Go ahead.
no, 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 no. I just want to hear what Trends had to say. Yeah, that's it.
Oh no, this is not my wheelhouse, unfortunately. So I don't got too much to add.
For sure. 'Cause, sports is it's hit and miss, really. But well,
Mm.
why CJ? Let's go ahead and run through it. So we who who do you got in what series and how many games? So we'll start from the top. Cleveland Heat. How many games and who you got?
Hey, I got Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Heat, beat, delete, beat, Cleveland folk. You know what
Dang,
I'm saying?
clean sweep.
Who's the next one? Clean sweep. I don't think the Heat got it. I don't think the Heat.
All right, so
They're just
next,
there. They're just
so Boston, Orlando.
uh, Paolo, Paolo, Shallow, Shaolin Monk, Silva.
It's funny because I was just talking to somebody on Easter. They said the Celtics were going to sweep. I said no, they're gonna win in five. And he was like, no, bro, they way more talented. And I'm like, you are right. They are way more talented. But this is a
Is
team that
one
gave
thing I
him
know about
this is a team that gave him trouble the last two regular seasons. So even though they're gonna outplay them, they're gonna give up one of them games in Orlando
yeah,
just because the
I'm
crowd
going.
gonna be rocking, they're gonna have energy, they're gonna, it, they're gonna win one game. But that's it. I think that's
Yeah.
it. I think they lose. I think they lose three. Uh, game 4, 5, and it's over.
So it's like they won this game, and this game was very close. We didn't have Drew in. I think not having Drew in, and then even with Tatum dropping 30 with a messed up wrist, he was still really taking care of that wrist, that wrist because he can't really. That's why he wasn't taking as many threes. So once that wrist get better, it's definitely gonna be on site. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, like when we compete against the Magic, they're gonna get their one in. They're gonna get their one in always. That's just the do factor. You know what I'm saying? But I think we're far more talented. I think we cannot play without food with the Magic because the Magic are a team that can mess around and mess your whole series up. But KP got to play better too. I don't like the way he's been playing in the playoffs.
Oh, he ain't hit a three yet.
Uh, yeah, and I'm like, dude, you got to do something. And I think I'm good off him next year.
Nah,
We need to find another big.
nah.
Yeah.
So, hey, bring him to LA. uh,
Look, y'all talking about getting Jokic.
I wish. Um, so what's the next series? Knicks Pistons.
Uh,
Knicks Pistons.
um, you know what? Give me the Pistons. Five.
Mm. It can't be five. They already lost two
Pistons.
games.
Five. Six.
Okay, okay.
Give me the Pistons.
So they're gonna win the next three games in a row.
Yeah, I hate
That's
the
such
Knicks.
a. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a bad take.
I mean, look, I hate the Knicks, man.
Hey,
I refuse to give the Knicks any type of
if
leeway.
anybody watching us anywhere, please do not take this as betting advice. You
Hey, look, don't listen to him.
you
Listen to
gonna
him,
have
right?
to
Like, just like I said, right? Look at me,
if you want a
right?
long shark at your house, listen to this nigga, bro.
Hey, look, you want to win some money? Take the Pistons to six. All right, Brunson,
Oh,
one son, unsung heroes, Euro, Pistons to six.
if you bet that and it actually happens, you'll win a lot of money because the likelihood of that happening is very low.
especially with them being down too.
Next series is Pacers, Indiana. I'm sorry, Pacers in Milwaukee.
Mm. Dame comes back soon, right?
Now he came back, same game two. It, they down 2-1. They just won game three at home.
Give me the Pacers. Pacers
Mhm.
win the series. I don't think the Bucks are serious.
I for that series I got Pacers in five.
Ooh, well, I'm thinking it goes seven, but Pacers win the series.
If Dame Lillard is back, Pacers in five.
Okay. You saying without Dame they're better?
Yes. Um. So now you got Thunder Grizzlies. What you think? I ain't really got 4-0. Yeah, we can do well. Okay.
Give me one.
I ain't finna spend too much time on that. All right. Rockets Warriors. What you think?
Ooh, Rockets been trying to ball, man. Like Rockets, they've been balling, and if you betting on this, I would take the Rockets in six.
Mhm. I picked the Rockets to win. I don't know how many games though. Uh,
It's
I'll
gonna
say
go.
seven. If I can't give you a game, if I can't give you a game, I'm gonna say seven. Right. Um, I said the same thing about this the next series, which is Lakers and Timberwolves. Listen, I got the Lakers winning. It's gonna be a tough series. I said Lakers in seven. Yeah, hey, listen, if you go Timberwolves, that I don't think that's crazy.
I had the Timberwolves winning in seven.
If you get to game seven, it's it can go anyway.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a Luca fan. Never have.
Hmm.
I tell people this when you're like, wow, he's such a dynamic player. First of all, he's not dynamic. Not enough. He can't play defense. You shoot the ball. You can shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? You can handle the ball very well, for your size. But everything else is downplay. You don't play defense, cry too much, you know, you, you got to get back on defense. And that's his biggest downfall. Until I see him play defense, maybe I will, you know, like him a little bit more. But I don't, I don't like players who don't play defense because it's the name of the game. If you're going to shoot and flop and don't get back on defense, then there's an issue.
So look, it's funny because I picked Lakers Celtics finals before the season started. So when they had AD, I was like, this the year, right? Before the Luka trade. After the Luka trade, I wasn't sure how it was going to work, right? Because it's like, how do the pieces fit? You see the role players don't play as well with Luka as they did with AD. Salute.
Mm.
But and like you said, Luka may be a better scorer and more consistent of a scorer, but it's just something about having a 7 foot guy that can block shots and rebound. You know what I mean? And do it at a high level. Um, because that's been a glaring weakness, right? And for whatever reason, man, listen, I get it. Dwight Howard with the funny business, but you should have gave that man a job.
What about it?
And now because this team to me, yes, you got a lot of talent, but talent don't always win championships. The pieces got to make sense. Like it got to be a team. It got to be work together. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Um, yeah, people got to have their strong suits. Um, I again. Lakers in 7.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is special though. He nice. And by the way, Jalen Brown, right? I
Mm-hmm.
seen Jalen Brown. Like people try to tell me because what you said about Luka is how I felt last year. Only reason why I even changed my stance a little bit is because he played with LeBron James. When I seen Jalen Brown do to Luka, not just in the finals, he did that to him during the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
He was cooking Luka.
Yep.
Like, oh, you supposed to be the best player? I'm finna D you up, make you shoot 30 something percent, and I'm finna look for you on defense. On offense. When I get the ball on offense, I'm looking for you. And I'm finna score on you. Bro, you were quite literally exposed. That's why you were open to being traded.
I was like, for a nigga who can't move left, put down Luca.
Hey, I love Jalen Brown. Like, like Jalen Brown, one of my favorite players, bro. Y'all got y'all one with him. Um, yeah, I'm kind of just hoping for all hope because I'm a LeBron fan, man. To be honest with you, this is more of a heart pick than it is even a head pick. Pause. Um, it is what it is, though. We can move on. We can move on. Last Nuggets Clippers.
With Clippers. Why have been balling? Why have been balling?
Oh, for sure.
It'd be bad for me to not choose the Clippers. Um, give me the
Hey,
Clippers. Give me the Clippers in 6.
Kawhi been juicing.
Okay, so it ain't just me.
Listen, hey, if I was hurt like that all the time, can't never play, man, I got to go see Barry Bonds, doctor. I gotta figure out what's wrong. it's too much. It's too much cheese on the table for me to retire, and I'm only 33. Nah, man, I gotta see. I gotta stay around and get the rest of this
You know what I'm
$200 million check.
Yeah.
So, hey,
So let me ask this: you seen the foul the Warriors and the last Warriors and Rockets game?
hmm hmm
Okay. So there's this big thing on social media that it was Draymond's fault.
well, he did.
So
He kind
I
of.
looked at the
Well,
video. I looked at the video time and time and time over again, and I'm just like I I get what people saying that it's Draymond's fault, but Draymond didn't do it intentionally, and this is what people try to point the narrative is that Draymond did it, intentionally. I'm like, look, I don't like Draymond either. I think Draymond is a POS. You know what I'm saying? But however, did he do that intentionally? Absolutely.
so I don't think Draymond is a piece of shit as a human being, right? I just think we don't like him in the basketball context. I don't
Basketball
know
context.
how he is. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how he is off the court, but he seemed like an okay dude off the court. He just be crashing out on playing basketball. That's cool. But also, yeah. So he's trying to box out, and Amon or Amen, you know, because his game deserves the highest praise. Uh, he be he trying to fight through being boxed out. Trips over his leg, falls on the ground. Jimmy Butler falls on him. It happens, bro. It's like this is a dirty play from either person, bro. That's not a dirty play. It was just unfortunate. Like, come on. Like, how I'm trying to hurt you and
I agree.
and I fail.
I agree. Absolutely. Um, what's up? So, have you been watching the draft?
You know, I watched the draft.
You said what?
Now you know I watched the draft.
Duval. That was the worst Duval I've ever heard, ever.
Worst one, by far.
And I was like, I can't imagine how Steph feeling seeing this. It's like one of those again. I hope I don't get canceled, but it's like had that white friend who try to crack the same joke as you, and the joke just doesn't hit that much. So everybody just standing around very awkwardly. That's what it was. Just
It was definitely raisin in the potato salad for sure. But I don't know how that translates to whether he'll be a good coach or not. It is what
yeah,
it is. He a white dude, man. Some white dudes just ain't got it. It is what it is. Um, I looked at I didn't love the Travis Hunter trade up, right? I like Travis Hunter. But it's like we gave up the fifth pick to get the second pick, right? Okay. That's three positions. But for those three spots to go up, we traded the number one pick for next year. And we traded this year's second round draft pick.
wow, I didn't know that.
And
Okay,
I was just
wow,
like,
it's crazy.
I don't like as much as I like him, I don't think this is good.
I think he forced the Jaguars because nobody. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody's going to choose Travis Hunter because you're not going to tell me that you're going to play both sides. And I don't think people's going to choose Travis Hunter as quick as they did. I think that's why Jaguars stepped in and was like, "Hey, we want Travis Hunter," And I'm like, "Okay, all right, I get it." So now you're going to be the ones to tell him you're going to play one side or you're going to play both sides. Are you going to be the one to tell him that? Are you going to have the nuts to tell him you're not gonna play both sides?
Why would they tell him that? They believe in him. They believe he can do it.
But you got to think of the longevity though. That's my whole thing. You playing 100% of the snaps on both sides, almost 100% of the snaps on both sides.
Right.
You're gonna overexert yourself. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have the body for it. I'm not saying that he doesn't have the ability to do it. But at some point, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt because you're doing both sides at an intense level. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I believe in this kid, and I like this kid. I like his athletic ability. I love everything he's about. I just don't want him to hurt himself by trying to do both sides. That's all.
Should give him a shot.
Yeah,
Give him a shot.
absolutely.
Because we saying he can't do it. Well, let's give him a shot. And if he can't do it, then he won't do.
Right.
But give it a shot.
Then let's go to this Travis. I said Travis Shador thing. I'm not sure if you ain't been watching. Obviously, Shador
Oh.
just got selected today.
Mm-hmm. 144th pick to the Browns.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little put back. Because I'm not a big Shador fan either. I tell people this. I'm not a big Shador fan. In my evaluation, he wasn't a top first round prospect. I believe he
Mm-hmm.
was a late first round, early second round, maybe late second round prospect. Nothing past that. But when you have Jackson Dart, the South, whatever the hell that guy name is that got chosen by the Saints, Jalen Milrow. Uh, you have those guys being selected before him. You start to ask, what are you doing? Why? Why did he drop this? You trying to teach him a lesson, or you can't tell me they're far more talented than him?
Well, let's start here. Um, Saying he's not first round, you had him early second round. That's bullshit. That right there. That's a bad take. That's a bad evaluation. If you didn't like Shador Sanders from watching him play, then you didn't. You just were rooting against him because he would every game, even when they were bad and losing, he was poised. He never threw. He he never threw bad. Threw was forced into making bad mistakes. He would eat a sack before he would turn the football over. And yes, okay, yeah, it took a lot of sacks. Yep, did not turn the ball over much. Guy who took that many sacks did not have a lot of fumbles. Also, let's look at that. 96 sacks in 2 years. How many fumbles?
None.
It wasn't none. It wasn't no fumbles. It just wasn't as. It wasn't that.
None.
And the thing is, we seen this guy. I seen this guy throw a 50-yard dart to win a game against Baylor, and you telling me, then you tell me he don't got a strong arm. He ain't got no arm.
Yeah, no.
And then
I never doubted his arm talent.
no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the evaluators.
Yeah.
And then the same throw was made by Jaden Daniels this year, and everybody talks about the rocket arm he got. Oh, that's a rocket arm. Oh, that's a rocket arm. Like it's the same pass. Am I tripping? That's the same play, right?
Jaden's better.
That's fine. That's fine, right? That's fine that you think that. But that's the same play. How is it one guy ain't got no arm, but it's a rocket when the other guy do it?
I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. I do agree with you.
But let me keep going. So the three reasons I believe he failed were because one, they don't like black people who come from an affluent family, right? Like you come in, you're not superly humble. I just want to play. You're not coming from a place of desperate. You know what I'm saying? You're not desperate. You actually have leverage. Like you like, yeah, I could do other things, but this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to someone who they like somebody who come in and they need this. Because if I don't get this, then my whole family, you know, they don't like people who come in and just like regular to them.
I got you.
So is that dynamic? And when you come from affluence and you have a father around, you gonna be confident. One of the evaluators said, the anonymous evaluators said he made us feel small. Bro, you an evaluator, bro. You got to be at least in your 30s.
You're getting paid to do this.
A 23-year-old kid made you feel small?
And this is why I was upset at it, because even my evaluation, it could have been a little astronomical. It's like, listen, I just listen. The kid is talented. I will never doubt that. Kid is crazy talented. He is by far one of the best quarterback prospects other than Campbell.
I think he was a better prospect than Cam Ward.
That can be a debate.
Because I think again, that leads me to my second point. People fall in love with, they like black quarterbacks, but they like black athletic quarterbacks with either a big arm, run fast, quick agility. You know what I'm saying? Big body. Like Shador ain't that. He's a 6'1", 218 pounds, maybe guy who gonna sit in the pocket. He might move around that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He might try to create some more time,
Mm-hmm.
but he not a scrambling quarterback. He'll scramble to get more time to throw it.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I get you. He ain't a truck. He ain't a truck. You're right.
So like they don't typically like those quarterbacks, black quarterbacks who just stand in the pocket. They don't. Like all the black quarterbacks they took before him were more athletic. Jalen Milroe, I watched so many Alabama games this year. I think I might have not watched one or two. I think they were against like when they play like a FAMU or something, some weak ass school they play. I didn't watch those, but I watched Jalen Milrose almost every Saturday, and he sucks, bro. He sucks.
Whoa. Hold up. Wait. Whoa. Back it up. Wait a minute. I'm gonna need you to take that back.
Did they not bench him during the season?
Well, he was raw. This is last year. They benched him. They benched him last year because he was raw, and I give you that. This is his first. It was his first starting year, and he might have had some downs more than ups. But
Did
then
they
the
wait,
guy
wait,
that you
wait?
brought him
Did
in
he
for. Hold on. The guy that you brought him in for also crapped the bed. You put Jalen Milrow back in, and he started playing lights out. And he's been doing that since the second stint as a starter. He got better this year. He got better
no?
this year.
What you describing that happened this year?
No, it happened last year.
That happened this year.
He ain't get benched this year.
Remember when they lost to they lost to Ole Miss? Was that Ole Miss? Or Missouri when they lost to Missouri? They lost like 3 games this year. Got the
Oh,
best.
you talking about
Got
the
one
end of
of
the
the
game
best.
when we was getting routed? Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is he he's not a good thrower of football, bro. He ain't.
He needs to work
And
at it.
that's
He
not
needs to
that's
work at
not
it.
my that's not even my opinion, right? That's not just my opinion.
Yeah, that's
That's what the
true. You're
stats say.
absolutely right. He's
We
he's not a
looking
good
at
thrower of the football.
so when you look at not just Mel Kiper or Todd McShay or whoever's draft board and they don't got Jalen Milrow, nobody would put Jalen Milrow in front of Shador. But here we are with rounds before Shador. Went like 2 rounds before
Hmm.
Shador.
Yeah.
Um, so it to me, I knew after the first round when he didn't get drafted, I knew it was politics, right? That leads me to my third point. Dude, the noise that comes along with Shador, right? Whether it's, oh, if we hire this guy, we got to worry about his dad coming in, people calling for his dad to replace me as a head coach. You know what I'm saying? People worried about, you know, the cameras are gonna be all in his face, asking teammates about the rookie quarterback who went in the fifth round. Like they look at that stuff like he's a distraction and gonna look for any reason to get him cut.
Right. Trends. You're a football fan.
Yeah, but I ain't really been into sports too much. I wish I could add fellas. I don't know too
Nah,
much.
you good. Who's your favorite team?
My favorite team, Giants. Love the Giants.
tell anybody else. But
And fuck them for not drafting Shador. And I said it like that. Because they would have, hey,
start,
if they would have drafted Shador, I have a goddamn New York Giants jersey on the way right now.
but they don't draft black quarterbacks.
Huh?
They don't draft black quarterbacks. So I ain't surprised at all.
Um, damn, they don't, do they? Hmm.
Nope.
A lot of people don't.
Yep.
And
They
that
don't
the
draft
whole
black.
thing is, it's like, how long are we gonna keep doing this though, right? Because we're looking at the best quarterbacks in the league. You look at
Is we have
like
old white guys as owners.
like 4 to 6 top quarterbacks by anybody's metric are black, right? You got Lamar, Pat, Jalen, um, Lamar, Pat, Jalen. Who am I leaving out?
What the black quarterbacks are starting?
Mm-hmm.
Dak Prescott, Jordan Love.
Dak is up there, but I wouldn't say he top 5, 6.
Oh,
It's
top
somebody
five.
I'm forgetting.
Nope, they're the only black quarterbacks that are top. Oh, Jalen Hurts.
So, um, I said Jalen.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, Jalen, Pat, and Lamar are the only black quarterbacks that are top five.
I feel
Nobody
like
else.
we forgetting somebody
Nope, you know, damn sure anything about Josh Allen.
because Josh Allen is white. So is Joe Burrow. They up there, but who's 6? I mean, I guess
Jaden
I would
Daniel.
throw in Matt Stafford.
Jaden Daniel.
I guess I'll throw Matt Stafford at 6, but I'm like kind of coming up with a brain fart for whatever reason.
Jaden
Black
Daniel.
quarterbacks. Jaden Daniels is not number 6, bro.
Who is? DJ Stroud?
No, 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 heck no,
Well, Jaden Daniels is definitely 6 or 7.
bro. Y'all had a terrific season, bro. You're
They might
not
get
going to be
the
back there next year, bro.
Yeah, we will. Might even make the Super Bowl. Book it.
Book them, Dano. Uh,
But I
what?
wanna quickly get through this last topic of the night. We at the 142 mark. Friendzone. Yes. Interesting topic. Friend zone. Have you ever been put in the friend zone before? Was it like a talk, or was it just like, you shot your shot and then she was like, oh, I always loved you as a brother.
So, yes and no, right?
Mhm.
So you have a option. You have what I say? You have a choice whether or not you want to be in the friend zone, right? So if a girl friend zones you, you can stay in the friend zone, calling her every day, talking, hanging out, being in that friend zone. Or you could just stop calling, stop texting, stop trying to hang out with her.
Be feeling bad sometimes. It's like, I don't want to think that, I would just, hit around. You know what I'm saying?
But that was, but that was why you were doing that.
It was, yeah, it was. It was. I got put in the friend zone before. It was like, I was like, dang.
So I had a girl try to put me in a friend zone. I'm like, okay, I respect that. You know what? We should just be friends. But why you all be why you being funny? Why you ain't calling me? Ah, out here on these hoes.
Not out here on these hoes, yeah. Let them know, huh?
Because that's how you talk to your friends.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Did she get upset?
Nah, she was cool.
Okay. Because if she got
But
upset, then that's the problem.
what
That,
I about to say, you know how funny women are.
hmm?
You know how funny women are. You wasn't upset, but Yeah.
There's a sting. It stung a little bit.
But also, man, it's just a lot of dudes like to play with their food, man. A lot of times, girls ain't even really putting you in a friend zone like that. You just ain't shot your shot. You just trying to get in so close to her that you can just that you can friend your way into some pussy.
Yeah,
like,
look,
like,
fellas,
bro, you got to
fellas,
shoot the shot at
real
some
quick.
point, man. And the thing is, she just as culpable. She like you too.
That's
No,
what I'm
we
saying.
just no, we just friends. That's just my friend, y'all.
This
The
is
second he
exactly
shoot a
what
shot,
happened, man.
what? I ain't
Like,
never know you looked at me like that.
I was about to say something real egregious.
What you about to say?
I was about to say, fellas, look, you gotta open your mouth and talk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A little pause moment. You know what I'm saying? That was a pause
No,
moment.
let it fly, man. Let it fly, man. We ain't doing all that today.
But
But it's funny.
you gotta speak up, man. You know, like, is I ain't gonna lie. Like when I met my lady, I met my lady on social media. All right, you know what I'm saying? I was on Twitter, on Spaces, and she like came in a few times. You know how when you notice somebody that don't really come, like don't when you ever like been at a you ever like hosted parties before, and the regular people that usually come and somebody that don't come, you like notice them. So that's
Hmm.
how this was, right? So she came in, she left out. She came in and left out. I'm like, why you keep coming in and leaving out? And then I get a DM, right? I get a DM. She's like, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm not just leaving your space and coming back. My internet keeps messing up. And I'm like, oh, okay, don't worry about it, love. I hit the
This
love button.
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You know. I said, don't worry about it, love. She's like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, I'm CJ, by the way. And she was like, oh, okay, my name is Jay. And then conversation went on, and I was like, yeah, I'm from DC. Whenever you want to visit, just let me know. I'll show you around.
Yeah,
The
yeah, girl.
game.
Cause this my city. You know what
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying?
Like, I'm the gatekeeper, baby. You know what I'm saying? But
Would you
now,
you like to drink? I take you to this nice little cigar lounge.
like a year and a half later, we strong. We strong with it.
That's what's up. That's what's up,
Yeah,
man.
took my first trip to Detroit last month. And beautiful city, by the way. Beautiful city.
Nigga, stop lying.
Oh, we talking about Detroit?
Amazing.
Nigga, that city is dying. He talking about some beautiful city. If you don't get your lying,
All right. Look. The city, the
is she
city's
standing
different.
right by you?
Nah, she ain't.
Hey, hey, if
I,
you
I,
in danger, hey, blink if you in danger.
now, I honestly, the city was different. The city was different. One thing that I did notice is that everything is a straight shot. There's no bunch of turns or anything. Everything just a straight shot. You know what I'm
You
saying?
you know what? I'll say this. Detroit don't look like much, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right,
It's
exactly.
cool. Detroit cool.
So I went to visit the stadiums. I got a chance to visit the stadium. I went to Fox Theater. Um, seen the MGM Grand Casino. Um, you've been there, right, Step? Of course, Mr. Travel Man.
I haven't been to the MGM. I've been to the MGM in Vegas, but not in Detroit.
Okay. I went to Mexican Town to the bakery. Yeah, get you fat. They get you fat real quick.
Nah, it's a lot of good food in Detroit. I give Detroit that. They got a lot of good food.
Yeah,
A lot of good local
there's the
spots. It's
southern
cool.
spot. So, it was Joe Louis barbecue spot. I haven't been there yet. I told myself when I go back, it's the first spot that I'm gonna go to. I didn't get a I didn't get a chance to go to Motown Records either. Don't fight me. Didn't get a chance to go to Motown Records. But it was nice to go there and see that part of town. But it was like so like, parts of the town was like so overwhelming. Like I think I'm supposed to be in this part of town. I'm driving. I'm seeing like abandoned houses. I don't see nobody outside though. I see like abandoned houses. You know what I'm saying? Abandoned cars,
Wh-
cars with no
Whatever
tires.
you do, don't go to 8 Mile. You
So
know, it's
how
funny.
long is it?
Hmm,
Because I done drove the 8 mile part, right? I drove
hmm.
8 mile to see how long. What I did what I didn't notice is this is when I stopped because I was like, I give up because I haven't seen like part of 8 mile that everybody's talking about. But it's on Warren, right? Like right over
Hmm.
Warren, and I didn't go over there by Warren. So I was like, oh man, so next time I go, I'll go over there by Warren. I want to see what it's like.
See, I be knowing stuff by its landmarks. I be like, man, I get off this exit right here with the Little Caesars and the BP. Then I make a left. I go straight down, and then I look to my right, and it's gonna be an Amazon building. And I be like, that's why I'm going to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? They got a little basketball court over there too. I be knowing landmarks, bro. You talking about Warren? I'm like, you might as well say Albuquerque, my boy.
But when you say that though, I was like, okay, so yeah, I know what you're talking about, the BP gas station and the Little Caesars and the Amazon warehouse. Yep.
So you
So
know,
you was out there by so you was up there by Farmington Hills then.
nigga, I don't know. I don't know the names of stuff, bro. I just be going to places, bro. Cause like it, no, but for real, if
Yeah,
I get there, cause I'm GPS everything, right?
right.
So if I'll be like, let me find a Planet Fitness here, let me find a local food spot here, whatever. Like, let's look up restaurants, whatever. I don't. I just GPS. I never learn the name of the
What would you
streets,
do on Detroit?
especially because like some of them streets be having numbers. Like it'd be like Fifth Street, Eighth Street, West Street, 57 West Street and stuff. I ain't got time for all that.
Yeah.
Trends,
Eight,
Trent,
9 mile road, 13 mile
you from
road, 14 mile
you
road.
from New York, right?
Mhm.
You from New York, right?
Yeah,
So you know what I'm talking about with all them numbers. They're like,
yeah,
158.
and they try to, and the thing is, when they told me about New York numbers, it actually made sense. They were like, oh, they're like, the numbers are like to like go east and west or something, and
right.
then the Avs or something. I forgot what they said because it's been like 2 years since I've been there. But they explained it to me, and it was easy to find shit once
New
they
York is
said that.
congested. New York is congested as hell, man.
It's like
I
a,
thought
a, a pattern. Even the train systems is terrible. You look at the damn map, and it's a damn maze. But when you live here long enough, you get used to it. You know.
but that's Bay though. You know what I'm saying? She's different.
Salute the bay. It's so cold in the D.
Yeah.
How the fuck is Nick Peace?
All in a man is mine.
What you know about that? What?
Yeah, man. Crazy thing is, like the hotel that I stayed in was like crazy because first of all, I was like, I went to the wrong hotel like 5 times. Like,
How you do that?
Because I stayed because they only had Holiday Inns for God's sake. I don't know why. For where I stayed in, it was like 4 Holiday Inns in like one whole like
Cul-de-sac.
whole mile
Something.
radius. 1 mile radius is like 4 different Holiday Inns. So when I put it in, again, I don't know the city. I don't know the streets. So when I put it in, it's like I'm thinking, oh, maybe it'll pop up the one that I just went to because it's the GPS. You should remember the last one that I went to. So when I went to the GPS, once I drove, I was like, this ain't Holiday Inn that I went to that I'm staying at because I know that the Marriott wasn't right here. God damn it! I went to the wrong. I put another one. I was like, all right, this got to be the right one. I pulled up, and it's like nothing around this whole. It's like just nothing. I'm like, nah, because I remember there's a building, a chop shop right across the street from it. So like, this ain't it. I was like, but I had to call her. I said, hey man, I done, I done went to 2 different Holiday Inns. I need some help. She's like, which one you went to? I had to pull up the email where it had the address in it. All right, man, it was
Hey, hey, you gotta be careful because it's like you don't really realize how close you is to Canada, bro. I was almost like they let you do a U-turn. See, Mexico don't let you do no U-turn. When you get to that exit to get to Mexico, they don't let you do no U-turn. But the Canadian one, they give you a thing to do a U-turn. But hey, I was almost in Canada. And because the GPS took me there. The GPS like, oh yeah, it'd be faster to just drive through Canada. I was like,
why would I want to drive to Canada?
bro, I ain't got no passport. Y'all trying to get me road dog.
But see, I ain't drive that far. But yeah, man, it was the hotel that I stayed in. It was nice too, man. Way to be a Holiday Inn, sweet spot. It was nice, man. Thing
So,
is,
oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you good. The crazy thing is, I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk after this. Is I froze my ass off because of my dumbness. First of all, it's cold as hell up there, folks. In the wintertime, make sure you come prepared if you want to visit Detroit because
Facts.
you're gonna be bad. It's cold as hell. It's cold. It's not. Oh, it's cold when the sun out. It's gonna be warm because the sun is out. No, it's cold. It's just one of those miserable colds where you ain't got the right proper attire on. You're gonna be miserable. It's
As
that
a
cold.
as a Florida nigga, bro, when you out there and you see the sun and it's still negative 14 degrees, it do something to your brain because you can't understand it. Why the sun hitting and it's still cold? It's sunny,
You know it's
still
cold when you
cold.
get in the car and the glass start fogging up. That's how cold it is. You know what I'm
Hey, but
saying?
Trent, man, you tell the people about the friend zone, man.
I think I'm in the friend zone now. I think I got myself in the
Ah,
friend zone, man.
Damn.
But let me ask you some questions. Maybe you could tell me if I'm in the friend zone. Maybe I did this to myself. So we be talking all the way to the morning, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Is
mhm.
that friend zone
That is not
behavior?
friends. That is not friend zone behavior.
So let me ask you this: have y'all talked about going to the next level?
Talk about what?
Have you shot the shot?
I haven't shot my shot. No, I've made little
Hints.
hints. You know what I'm saying? I threw it out there. I sprinkled a little
Your
bit
women
out
ain't
there.
that.
Huh?
Your women ain't that smart. Sometimes.
Yeah, catch it. She ain't catching on. So yeah, yeah.
Like, what's
I'm listening. Hmm.
Trends, my girl, I promise, she didn't know when I was flirting with her, bro. One of my friends, who I had ran into her at the club, and two mutuals were kind of like kicking it off, and she was like, "Oh, your friend like my friend." Um, I like shit. I like you. she just laughed like, "What, whatever," and
Boy,
and
stop.
then like just kind of kept on with the conversation, like I didn't just say that,
Yeah.
like,
Shoot.
and then like
Meanwhile,
the
you
next,
like,
because I already know her, you know what I'm saying? Like I already because we actually had podcasted together before, so um so now I'm actually shooting my shot. She don't even realize I'm shooting my shot. She think I'm just joking.
I gotta be more explicit, I guess. I gotta
Bro,
just,
you got to be dead explicit, bro.
yeah.
So,
Mm.
hey, woman, that's what I told her. I said, hey, woman. I ain't say that. Let me.
Okay. Yeah, she probably said right there,
Let me stop lying.
probably right there looking at you to death. They're like,
Hey, I listen. She in the other room. I don't know if she can hear me or not, but she like this nigga lying.
and see, that's just like like now we talk about how we first met, and her mom. I met her mom when I was her mom and her dad, and her brother, and they was like, "How did y'all meet?" And I was like, "You know what? We met on social media." And she's like, "Popped in my DM." She's like, "Ask me questions." She's like, they ain't having like that." I was like, yeah. She just wanted to see, wanted to make sure that, I didn't think she was weird, but like the first time when we first actually exchanged numbers, and we exchanged numbers and talked. She was on her way to a party for a friend, and she's like, I hate the conversation to end, but I do gotta go. And I was like, all right, don't miss me too much. Yeah, I hit that. Don't miss me too much tonight. What I'm saying? That's how you get them to keep thinking about
Game.
you.
It's the game.
Hey, let me ask y'all something.
Who's up?
So, when the last time? I don't know if y'all be, I know CJ. I know you in a relationship with Trent. When the last time you picked up on a woman in real life, not via like a dating app, but like just seeing a woman out and about and just approached her.
Been a while. Funny enough, it was right around COVID, right around that
Mm,
time. I
Damn.
picked up with
mm.
the mask on. But the problem was when she took the
It wasn't.
mask off, it wasn't. You know how sometimes like you could look at a woman
Hey, hey,
and it wasn't that bad, but I don't know how to explain. But when she pulled the mask off, she had a messed up
Boy, that
grill. You
bell,
know what
man.
I'm
I'm telling you, that
saying?
bell, man. Ooh.
But with the when the mask is on, everything around it, it's weird. It looked amazing,
I'm
but
telling
just when
you,
she pulled that mask down, I
it's the
regret
mouth.
even trying to
It's
sing.
the mouth, man. It's the mouth. Like, one thing, the mouth will make you as ugly as you can be. I've seen this. I seen this
facts.
commercial of this. I seen this commercial about this teeth implant, and the guy had missing teeth and everything. I mean, but had one tooth here, one tooth there, one tooth up top, tooth in the back, and they gave him a whole fresh set. I'm telling you, the nigga look like a whole new nigga. I ain't even recognize the dude, man. So he's like, nah, when you meet me, you got to get an appointment to meet me because I got a new smile. I said, nigga, please. But it's crazy. This is why I tell people, man, like, your smile is everything, man. Like, your smile. That's why Cardi B went to go get that shit fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like
Got
that
a bag
smile
and
is
fix my
everything.
teeth. I hope you hope so. This ain't cheap.
I'm telling you, man, that smile is everything, man. Like it's this right here, everything this here, it matters.
Mhm.
It matters, man. If I cut this beard off right now, and I'm telling you, I look like a whole new dude. I ain't lying.
But are
I
you a
was just
different
so
beast
mad.
and the same animal?
Nah, I'm saying, man, just an animal with no hair. I'm still the beast. This is the beast with no hair. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, like facial hair, all that stuff. That's why you just like what you said. Just that mask off. Just like
Hey,
put it back on.
hey,
Put it
I,
back
I
on.
don't want to be the I don't want to be the light skinned nigga of the panel, but listen, Trends,
But
man, it's
you
so
are.
good to have you back, bro. It's so good to have you back, man. I appreciate you, man. For real, dog.
Appreciate
You
it,
were
man.
absolutely missed, bro. For sure, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
That's
It's
why
good
when he told
for
when he told me, man, this man told me, he's like, I'm ready to get back with y'all. I was like, you've been waiting, brother. We waiting for you, man. We just wait. We been waiting for you, man. But
yeah,
you
yeah.
are light skin. You are light skin though. Still. Throw that out there. You got the fade on. You know what I'm saying? You got the line up.
You see
You
me?
trying to squint
Hey,
your
you see
eye.
me? You
The
see me,
light
boy,
skin
out
squint.
here?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got the light squint, like got
You
the light
feel
skin
me?
squint going on. You know? Yeah.
Bro, my eyes
You ain't
really
got the
do this.
LeBron
I'm
that
not
man.
squinting.
You ain't got the LeBron that man though.
Oh no.
Tell you, man, you need to cut
Hey,
that.
when I get there,
Man,
bro,
you need to cut that.
I'm coming out the game, bro. So some don't
Your man need to
some
cut that.
niggas don't know when to leave the game. But when that thing start balling right here, I'm out.
I shaved all mine
That's
off.
why
That's just
that's why I like for me, I'm telling you. Once this start
Look at
receding,
this young nigga with the good hair. See what I'm talking about? It ain't even receding yet, man. Get out of here,
you
man.
got the perfect. Just,
oh man, I'm telling you, like look,
Get that luscious, get that luxurious hair out my face, man.
look, like I said, once this start receding, it's a wrap. Cutting all this off.
Hey, Stevie was like, I ain't going for none of it. Stevie said, I ain't going for none of it. That mother back here.
What's up, man?
Salute.
oh
I got
man,
stuff like right here, man. I'm like, bro, Stevie, I know
let
you
it
feel the
go.
wind. I know you feel the wind back there, man. Like I know, because you blind, you feel extra sensitive. So I know you feel. I know you feel the wind right there, man. Yeah, cut that off, Stevie. You know what I'm saying? You can shoot free throws and everything else, man. You gotta cut that. You gotta
Stevie
cut that.
said. Y'all heard when they asked Stevie about Diddy, and he said,
They asked me
"I ain't
about
seen
Diddy.
them do nothing. I ain't never seen them do nothing like that." I think he be just playing off of the whole thing,
Not they
trying
asked
to.
Stevie about Diddy, and he said, "I ain't seen nothing."
I ain't never seen that man do that.
They need to stop setting Stevie up like that. Bad enough they had that man shooting free
Stevie,
throws.
bro, that man is hilarious, bro.
Yeah. He's funny.
Like they say they be saying he not blind.
He blind.
They say like like the girl, she's like, I'm legally blind, but I can still see stuff.
This
Still,
is how I
man.
knew he was blind. When they gave an award to Mariah Carey, and Mariah Carey Mariah Carey came up on the stage, and Stevie Wonder had the mic trying to give it to him.
So no,
Stevie Wonder turned, and Mariah Carey went around him, and he still tried to like get a mic to the air. I'm like, now that's messed up. Ain't nobody try to direct him or anything like that, man. That's crazy, man. Like they be doing Stevie wrong, man. I'm telling you. They be doing Stevie wrong, man. Like like I said, they have him go up there and shoot that free throw shot.
When did they do that? I didn't see
Oh,
that.
this is way back. Yeah, this is way back.
Bro, he can see somewhat.
Now
I
he
think he can,
can't. Yeah,
because I think he can see like objects. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But like,
yeah. When I say he shot that ball and he airballed it, that thing ain't even make it to the rim.
How was his form?
why would he be shooting? He matter of fact, Melo said he told him he liked his game.
Oh man.
None of y'all,
So
man.
again, you remember that girl who was like, "I'm legally blind. I could not drive a getaway car."
EOP.
Right. That's the kind of blind Stevie is.
Oh no.
Is he really shooting a free throw? Bro, this is hilarious.
Where you at, Steve? All right. Right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for his shot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. How long is his hair from? Oh, here we go. It only takes.
Definitely that was abuse. They should have never had him out there like that. That was kind of crazy.
Hey, bro. Hey, bruh. And then everybody was like, "Oh, like you made it." Yeah. Hey, yeah. If I was there, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have hit that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look at
I
y'all,
would
man.
have I would
uh,
have cheered, I would have caught the ball, cheered him home so he could sit his ass down.
it makes fake sounds. Yeah.
Hey, bro. When I said, bro, I was like, somebody getting fired because ain't no way, ain't no way. But
Crazy.
y'all, I appreciate y'all, man. And we back, we back in full effect. You know what I'm saying? We back in full effect. I want to thank everybody for taking the time out y'all busy schedule to come and join us today on our official relaunch of the BKE Podcast new season premiere. We're gonna do this every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. We're gonna have different topics. We'll let you guys know what the topic is throughout the middle of the week so that we can touch on it. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your weekend. Step, let them know we can find you, and then trans you afterwards.
Oh, I'm still got jokes on all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Got no, not on Facebook. Yeah, actually, I am Step Got Jokes on Facebook, and I'm Step Got Jokes on TikTok. Hey, it is what it is. At Step Got Jokes.
Find me on Instagram, calling him Trends with a Z. That's where I be for the most part.
Y'all know me, your boy CJ. That ain't too much to it. You find me anywhere. CJ Lord, CJ underscore Lord on IG. You know what I'm saying? Twitter. You find me on there as well. I'm everywhere. Everywhere. If you can't find me, then you don't need to find me. You feel me? But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and we'll catch y'all later.